and being as happy for your teammates. Just kind of have you seen that message spread throughout camp?
Yeah, I feel like that's a big thing for us. That was a great message from Coach. Just the fact that like when someone does something good, celebrate that. When something's not going good, still bring them up. And I feel like that's really have been a ripple through our team. Has been a good effect.
You found a favorite food right here yet?
Computer. And there is Caleb Woodson. Shout out to him. Roll Tide, full of pride once again. You know, he say Dre was a thumper. Hell yeah, a head buster. a tall cornerback, big cornerback, physical, getting your chest at the line of scrimmage. Hell yeah, you damn right. You damn right, Keith. A real thumper, brother, for sure. Roll Tide, man. Now, that's it for the Bama portion of the live. But before I get up out of here, I got to talk some Vikings business. I gotta talk about Christian DARRISAW. And they kind of disrespecting Christian DARRISAW on the low for show. Bray a dog, he took that criticism personally last year and put it to use. Real talk, definitely a dog. Keith, definitely a big dog out there. But I got to break down some DARRISAW disrespect and have some questions for DARRISAW as well. So let's dive into it now. We know if DARRISAW can stay healthy, he is one of the best, if not the best, at his position. Biggest thing for him is what? Availability, right? So with that being said, will he survive a whole season? That's the first question. But has he taken a step back? Now I'm going to get into the article. If you remember the last live or the second to last live I spoke about, I read an article that said Trey Hendrickson had a day for the Ravens. So I asked the question, was it against DARRISAW or Brian O'Neill? And allegedly it was against Christian DARRISAW. So is that concerning? I would say no. You know, is DARRISAW 100%? Is he back in the groove of things? You still got some adjusting to do, etc. But I'm not going to say you should worry or think DARRISAW has fallen off, but definitely some questions about DARRISAW coming into the season, man. Is he the same player he once was? We're going to find out real soon. But let's just dive into the article right quick. Got to do a little side shake right here. So, boom. Christian DARRISAW suffers troubling struggles in Vikings-Ravens joint practice. The Minnesota Vikings are in the midst of two massive offensive shifts as they transition to Kyler Murray as the starting quarterback, and head coach Kevin O'Connell completely reimagines the run game. And key to both of those changes coming off smoothly is a healthy and effective offensive line. Left tackle Christian DARRISAW has battled injury in each of the past two seasons, playing in just 17 of a possible 34 games. And while he is ostensibly healthy for the first time in 3 years, he dealt with some trouble during Minnesota's joint practice with the Baltimore Ravens on Thursday, August 20. Interesting. Trey Hendrickson has had 2 to 3 sacks today, and Vikings Christian DARRISAW is one of the league's best tackles. So you asked the question, DARRISAW, are you healthy, DARRISAW? Are you ready? But I'm not gonna say, oh, let's say DARRISAW's done or washed up. He could still be getting back into the groove of things. And if you're gonna lose badly or make mistakes, you want them to happen in training camp. So we'll tell about DARRISAW, more about DARRISAW week 1, but don't disrespect, don't ever get it misconstrued. Could have just been a real good day for Hendrickson, you know. Let's get to it. Trey Hendrickson has had, we already said that, Brian Wacker of the Baltimore Sun reported on X, and Vikings Christian DARRISAW is one of the league's best tackles. Christian DARRISAW looking to come back from 2 injury-riddled seasons. DARRISAW recently had been among the better players at his position when healthy across his 5-year NFL career, and Hendrickson had back-to-back seasons of 17.5 sacks in 2023 and 2024 before injury derailed his most recent season. So one player getting the better of the other in a single practice isn't the end of the world, and that's facts. That said, it's fair to wonder if DARRISAW isn't all the way back to 100% after battling lingering knee issues in his attempt at a comeback in 2025, or if his health issues are still impacting him in late August. That would be my main question, right? How healthy is he really? If Hendrickson dominated him, how healthy is he really, man? When we saw it last year versus the Packers, he got annihilated versus Micah Parsons. And we know now he was 85% or less. Ankle still banked up, all that. Really, he shouldn't even been on the field. But if you do come out of it with some concerns, maybe it would be, is DARRISAW really ready to play? But we know the talent is there. When he's healthy, the talent is there. We're being smart with him, but at the same time, we're making sure he's part of this collective O-line group elevation that's happening. O'Connell told reporters in June, that group has a high standard for themselves. Christian has a very high standard for himself, and that's one of the reasons we're so excited to have him back and feeling healthy and feeling good. Vikings have invested heavily in long-term offensive line pieces. Let's get to it, man. For better or worse, DARRISAW, now 27, is going to be the Vikings starting left tackle for the foreseeable future. The 2026 campaign will be the first for DARRISAW on a 4-year contract worth $104 million, making the big bucks, the Guapino, Federale, Denali, Linguini, etc. You know it. I know it. Now will he go earn that cheddar, that bread and butter? Minnesota also extended tackle Brian O'Neill on a 4-year deal worth $96 million in late July that keeps him with the team through 2030. And Brian O'Neill, a lot to prove as well. Can he step up to the plate? Period. Can he stay healthy? Period. Here we go. After signing guard Will Fries through 2030 and drafting guard Donovan Jackson in the first round of the 2025 NFL Draft, the Vikings are all but set on the offensive line through the end of the decade. We need more from Fries as well. He had an underwhelming season, if you ask me, last year. However, the same group of 4 struggled to stay healthy and on the field together last season, which contributed to a 9-8 campaign and a failure to make the playoffs. Hopefully this year will be different. Major changes have come since, with Murray replacing J.J. McCarthy as the starting quarterback and team ownership firing former general manager Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah during the offseason after 4 years on the job. O'Connell could face the hot seat himself if the offense struggles again this season, so offensive line health and production will be at an even bigger premium in Minnesota in 2026. And that's big facts, no cap. And that's pretty much for the DARRISAW article right there. And shout out Christian DARRISAW, no questioning his talent, but is he the same player he once was? I believe so. I would say, hell yeah. We will see, man. Let's go. Let's see here. Really, there's a DARRISAW disrespect. He's good when he's healthy. Facts, holding facts, brother. We don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide. F them trees, and always remember you can't spell sucks without the U. Hey, man. Let's go, brother. Let's go, man. Roll Tide full of pride. Keith Holcomb. Roll Tide, man. I'm finna get up out of here. Much appreciated to my big dogs, my Levy dogs, my subscribers and supporters. You are much appreciated for life. Never forget it, man. And make sure you like.